great night to be inside and watch some basketball as we're here at Woodard Gymnasium for the Model Lady Devils and Blue Devils home opener here for the 2023-24 season. We're so glad you're with us. My name is Jeff Gable, and we're here with the Northwest Georgia media team and a great group of folks putting this production on. And we're ready for some good basketball. This is, like we said, the home opener for these teams. The Lady Blue Devils will tip it off first here in about 4.5 minutes or so. And they come in with a 4-0 record on the season. They've gotten off to a really good start. And the Temple Lady Tigers come in, only having played one game earlier this week. On Tuesday night, they won their season opener over Mount Zion. So this is just their second game. And we're ready to see how these teams do this year. There's a lot of intrigue with these model teams. A lot of returning players back for both the girls team and the boys team. Both teams made the state tournament last year. Both teams won in the state tournament. The Lady Blue Devils reached the second round. They won their state tournament opener last year before they lost to defending, or the team that went on to win the state championship, Mount Perrin. And as you know, the Model Blue Devils reached all the way to the semifinal round last year before they bowed out to Providence Christian in the state semifinals. So the boys team had a really deep run to in the playoffs. The girls team only got 2 games in the state playoffs, but they have improved dramatically from a few years ago when they were a below 500 team just a few seasons ago. But a lot of these young kids that were playing minutes then have grown up, matured, become upperclassmen, and Coach Sally Eccles has done a really good job developing some of her young players as well. Hard to believe, Coach Eccles, this is her 18th year at Model as a head coach. She was, of course, an outstanding player for the Lady Blue Devils during her time in the mid to late 90s. And she is now run a very successful program here at Model. Every visiting coach you talk to that's played this team before always says the same thing. The Model Lady Devils, very well prepared team, very well coached team, and a good team of good young ladies. And teams have a lot of respect. They know when you play Model, you're going to have to come out disciplined and play hard, because that's the way the Lady Devils are going to come out and play. So, again, Temple comes in. This is a non-region game. Temple is from Region 4 Single A, and, of course, Model in Region 7 Double A. However, a year from now, this will be a region game. As with GHSA region realignment, next year it looks like Model will be in a region with Temple and Heard County, Bremen, I believe, and a few other teams. I think they may have Pepperell back in their region, Floyd County rival here. So a little bit of region realignment next year. It changes every couple of years. But next year, this game with Temple will be a region game between these two teams. But for now, it's a non-region game. So we're just a couple of minutes from tip-off as the coaches are at midcourt speaking a little bit. Jake Shirley for Temple, and, of course, Sally Eccles from Model. Teams are getting in their last few warm-up shots, and then we will be ready for some basketball. So we'll be ready to bring you an exciting, hopefully, game for both the Lady Devils and the Devils. I'm looking forward to seeing it because I saw a few of these games last year with these teams. A lot of talent, a lot of excitement with these teams, and they're always fun to watch. And, of course, the atmosphere here at Model is great for basketball. This is definitely a school that appreciates good hoops, and I'm sure the fans will be into it as well. So we'll take a break and be back in just a moment. You're listening and watching Model Blue Devils basketball.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
Back here at Model High School, Woodard Gymnasium. Jeff Gable with you, and the very talented Northwest Georgia media team. We'll mention them throughout the evening as we get ready for the Temple Lady Tigers and the Model Lady Blue Devils to tip off here in just a couple of minutes. But for right now, we'll have the playing of our national anthem. Back here at Woodard Gymnasium as we are set to get underway in just a couple of minutes between the Temple Lady Tigers and your Model Lady Blue Devils. As we said, Temple comes in 1-0 on the year. They beat Mount Zion on Tuesday night, 66-19. Big win for them. Last year, Temple was 16-13 on the year, 3-3 in Region 4A. And in the state playoffs, they beat Bryan County before losing to Swainsboro in the second round. Their starters for tonight are Carly Bagwell, number 2. She's a junior. Janiah Walker, number 4, another junior. Anna Howell, a sophomore, number 10. Number 21, McKenna Nix, who's a junior. And number 23, Scotland McCoy, who's the lone senior in the starting lineup. For your Lady Blue Devils, starting out tonight will be Briley Sims at guard. Number 11, she's a senior. Number 14, Rachel Burkhalter, another guard, very experienced player. Number 14, she's another senior. Number 21, August Betts, a forward. Number 21, number 23, Eva Pointer, she's a sophomore. And then, of course, Javia Samples, a sophomore, who, of course, is the sister of Javon and Joey Samples, a couple of former football and basketball players here at Model. Very athletic family. The Samples kids are all great kids, fun to watch, good athletes. And we're just about ready to get underway here. As we mentioned, Model comes in 4-0 this year. They've beaten Gilmer County, Adairsville, Tryon, and their first region game of the year up in Chatsworth. A few nights ago, they beat North Murray, so they are 4-0, only allowing 42.7 points per game, so very good defense so far this year by the Lady Blue Devils. But that has been a trademark under Coach Eccles. And we're just about ready to tip it off here. Temple in the all-black jerseys with gold trim. Model in the white tops, white shorts, and blue numbers. And the tip is won by Model and the Lady Blue Devils going right to left as we sit up here high on the second deck of Woodard Gymnasium. We'll start their offensive possession. Sims has it, drives, gives it to Burkhalter, left wing. Tried to feed it in the post, almost stolen, but they keep possession. Samples has it now, back to Sims. Samples has it, 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Burkhalter. Temple playing good defense, but a pass gets through there. Betts takes the layup, it's missed. Pointer gets the rebound, and Model resets. Samples takes a jumper, it's good, it's a two-pointer. Her foot was right on the line, and so Samples puts Model up 2-0. First possession for Temple. They go in the lane, lose possession of the ball. They scramble for it, and Samples comes up with a steal for Model. Lady Devils have the ball back. She drives, banks one off the glass, and it's good. And Samples off to a good start. She's got both baskets, and Model's up 4-0. Temple, again, having trouble bringing the ball up the floor. Model dives on it. And Samples has it again. She's in the lane. This one rims out. Pointer grabs the rebound back to Burkhalter, and Model will reset. They feed it back to Burkhalter. She's going to fire 3 from the left wing and nail it. Rachel Burkhalter with a 3-point field goal. And Model up very quickly, 7-0, as Temple having all kind of problems getting the ball up the floor. That time there was some contact in front of the Model bench and a foul called on Javia Samples. Temple facing some pressure by Model, and the Lady Devils making it very hard for Temple to get into their offensive sets. Temple works the ball around. McCory has it, her shot no good. And Sims comes up with a rebound for the Lady Devils. Here comes Samples. Model wants to run. And she has it stolen from behind by Scotland McCoy. And now Temple has it and will slow it down a little bit. Model up 7-0 here. Nix tries to drive. Feeds it off to Bagwell. Bagwell now gives it to McCoy. And they're going to say a 3-second violation against Temple. So it's a turnover. And the Lady Blue Devils will get the ball right back. Burkhalter will trigger it in. And via Samples brings it up. In the post, there's a shot by Betts, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's called on Janiah Walker. That's her first. And so August Betts at the line. Her first free throw rims out no good. She'll get another one. McKinley Edge, number 1, checks in for Temple. As Betts will get one more free throw. And that one rims out to the other side, so she missed both, and Temple gets the rebound. And there's a turnover on the sideline here, it looks like, right down in front of us, and Model will get the ball right back. Model definitely controlling the pace of play in this one. They're up 7-0 in the first 2 minutes. Samples and Burkhalter here on the left side, working around. Now they skip past it to Sims, try to go in the post, and a nice defensive play. It's tipped away by Bagwell, and Temple has the ball back. Bagwell on the right side. They tried to feed it in the post, but a good steal by Betts. Betts just reached up there with her left hand and snagged the ball out of the air, and Model gets a turnover. Burkhalter feeds it over to Sims. Briley Sims now back to Burkhalter. Back to Sims. She's going to fire a 3 and hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by Temple. And the Lady Tigers will try to bring it up slowly. They cross midcourt. Anna Howell. Now to Edge. Edge covered tightly by Sims. Feet on the left side. There's a drive and a blocking foul called on Betts as Bagwell went in. Almost looked like Bagwell initiated the contact, but they call it on August Betts. It's the second team foul against Model, so Temple will trigger the ball in under their own basket. Almost a steal there for Model, but Temple keeps possession. Nix has it, and her shot is good. McKenna Nix with the jumper. And so at the 4:49 mark, Temple finally gets on the board at 7-2. Betts turnaround shot in the lane, no good. Temple gets the rebound, but careless with the pass. Sample steals it, and she drives, misses it, but Betts gets the rebound, and Model will reset. Burkhalter has it. Now they give it inside to Poyer, and her layup is good. Ava Poyer gets the layup. Nice pass by Samples, and Temple calls a timeout as Coach Jake Shirley not happy with his defensive effort there, and he's going to talk to his team and get things reset. Model leads 9-2. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to Model Blue Devils basketball. Back here at Woodard Gymnasium, where the Model Lady Blue Devils have jumped out to a quick 9-2 lead in this game. And they're doing it both on offense and on defense. Gotten off to a quick start. Temple inbounds the bottle. Model showing some full court pressure. Ball's knocked away, and they're going to call a blocking foul. Let's see who it was on. Two Model defenders were kind of closing in there. That's going to be on August Betts. I think that's going to be her second. So she may have to take a seat, and she will. And checking in for Model is Julia Shinholster, the senior guard. So the Lady Devils now with a 3-guard lineup. And Temple gets it across half court. They'll set up their offense here. We're at the 4.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Howell with the ball. Gets a high screen, but they can't take advantage of it. They get it to Nix. Nix looks to drive, feeds it inside, but it's off the hand of Lyric Westbrooks. One of the more interesting player names I've seen, Lyric, L-Y-R-I-K. Like a song lyric, just spelled differently. But she couldn't quite corral that pass, and it's Models basketball. And Shinholster brings it up. Over to Javiah Samples, now to Burkhalter, left wing. Now to Sims, and they just rotated around. It's back in the hands of Shinholster. Now in the corner. Samples has it. Now to Sims. Shinholster wanted to feed it in the post, now does to Poyer, but stolen away. Good defense there by Temple, but it went off of their foot. Yeah, that was right off of Carly Bagwell's foot. She made a nice play to try to steal the ball, but couldn't quite keep possession of it. 3:35 to go first quarter. Model leading 9-2. And the Lady Devils facing a Temple 2-3 defense here. Samples drives, kicks it out, and they're going to say traveling as Javiah picked up that foot just a second too late on the pass. So she's called for traveling, and Temple has the ball now. And they get it all across half court quickly. They've had trouble doing that so far. Now Bagwell has it, drives, feeds it inside, but a whistle and a foul, and we'll see who that's on. 23, that's Poyer. So Eva picks up her first, and going to the line is Janiyah Walker. Her first free throw is good. She'll get one more. Second free throw is up and good. And so she makes it a 9-4 game. And Temple now showing some full court pressure as Burkhalter grabbed the ball but was fouled there by Nix, I believe. It's a little too aggressive on the steal attempt. And so Shinholster has it for Model. Brings it across half court, now to Burkhalter. Her and Rachel just playing keep away here at the top. And Samples now gets involved on the right wing. Now Samples is going to drive, pull up for a baseline jumper. Front of the rim, no good. And the rebound is corralled by Model, so they keep possession. Fresh shot clock here as Rachel Burkhalter fires up a three. It is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound is fought for, and it's going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow goes to Temple, so the Lady Tigers will have the ball. Coming in from Model is number 25, Jada Wells. She's going to replace Briley Sims. So Temple will inbound it. Howell has it, gives it up to Nix. She fires a three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. And the ball is off of a Temple player, and so it will be Lady Devils ball here with 2:34 to go in the first quarter. Shinholster and Burkhalter bringing the ball up along with Samples as Temple tries to show some pressure. Model doesn't look two-faced. Samples gets it across the timeline to Wells. Now back to Samples. Now to Burkhalter. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Go in the post to Poyer. Dumps it off to Wells, and her shot is partially blocked. It'll stay Model basketball. I believe that was McKenna Nix, number 21, who got a piece of that. Burkhalter feeds it into Shinholster. Now they work it around the perimeter. Poyer try to skip pass, but Temple steals it away. That's Nix with the ball. So the Lady Tigers now come across half court. Goes off her foot, almost a turnover. And that ball is tipped and is stolen by Model. Poyer with a steal there. I believe Sample's got a hand on it. Wells down court, lays it up good. Nice layup by Jada Wells. And Model is up 11-4. Temple's just having trouble getting in their half-court set because of this Model defensive pressure. Here's a drive and a reverse layup. Nice, nifty layup by Carly Bagwell. Good drive by her. And it is 11-6. In the post, Wells' shot is no good. Fight for the rebound in the lane. And there's a tie-up situation. Arrow this time points in Model's favor. So with 1:24 left in the quarter, Lady Devils will inbound it. Temple sends in Akira West, replacing Edge. Burkhalter triggers it into Poyer. Almost lost control, but she gives it to Samples. Now Shinholster. Tries to go in the post, tipped away, and Temple comes out with the ball, wants to run. There's a drive in the lane, and the layup is good. That's Anna Howell. And so her layup makes it 11-8, closest that Temple's been. Burkhalter on the left wing, out of Shinholster at the top. They're looking in the paint, but there's no open passing lanes. Shinholster now feeds it to Wells, back out to Samples. Shinholster to Burkhalter. Model being patient, 12 on the shot clock. They feed it into Wells, and that layup is good. Good pass by Shinholster. And so Wells has 6 in the game. And it is 13-8 as we wind down the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. West drives for Temple, feeds it back to the top, and it is knocked out of bounds off of a Temple player, so Model will get the ball back with 23 seconds to go. And let's see, 3 and 32 coming in from Model. That's Addie Mathis and Milan Howard. They said Mimi is what she goes by, so we'll call her Mimi Howard. And Model inbounds the ball for these last 22 seconds. The shot clock is off. Model with a 5-point lead. Burkhalter has it. Bounce pass inside to Howard. Now back out to Burkhalter. Shinholster has it now. Clock's at 11. They feed it to Wells. Wells wants to drive and lost the handle. Nix has the ball for Temple. Clock's at 4-3. Nix gets it across half court. Fires a long three-pointer off the rim, no good, and that'll do it for the first quarter. And the Lady Blue Devils got off to a very good start in this game, and they lead it 13-8 after one quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Model Blue Devils basketball. All right, back here at Woodard Gymnasium as we start the second quarter. Model has a 13-8 lead here in their home opener, and they get another steal and take possession of the ball again. Model's had very quick hands on defense tonight. Sims has it now. Betts, bounce pass inside to Poyer. Quick shot. I think she was a little farther under the basket than she realized. Shot was no good, and Temple comes out with it. Howell, she's going to pull up for three and miss everything. Ball caroms off the glass, and Temple still has possession. Running jump shot no good by West, and here comes Model with the ball on a long outlet. Burkhalter has it, and I thought she was going to keep possession, but quick hands by Temple's Akira West, and there's a tie-up situation, and the jump ball arrow will favor Model. So the Lady Devils will keep possession here. Model has their starting lineup back on the floor now. Temple's made a couple of substitutions here now early in the quarter as Burkhalter will trigger it in to Samples. Javia Samples over to Sims. Now they try to go in the lane to Poyer. Pass was a little high, and Nix comes out with it for Temple. Nix tries to make a move. Shaker defender can't do it. Pass inside in the lane. Now they kick it back outside, and the three-point shot is no good by Bailey. And now Nix has it. She fires up a three. It's no good, and Model gets the rebound. Awfully quick shot by Nix. I said Bailey a minute ago. That was Bagwell who took the first shot. Her three missed, and then Nix missed, and Model comes up with another rebound. 13-8, the Lady Devils lead. Sims thought about a three, didn't take it. Pulls it back out, and he goes it to Poyer. Free throw line jumper, no good. Ball's loose in the lane, and Burkhalter comes up with it. And a fresh shot clock for the Lady Devils. Sims with it now to Samples. Samples goes inside to Poyer, dumps it in to Betts, and her layup no good. Great pass. The layup attempt just went off the back rim, no good, and Temple has the rebound. That was almost a backcourt, and I think it was, yeah. Nix was very lazy with the pass, and a bounce pass to her teammate, Anna Howell. She thought Howell was across half court, but Howell was just stepping at half court, and they said, nope, that's a backcourt violation. So it's another turnover. Temple's had a bunch of those so far in their early going. As August Betts in the corner, drives, left-handed shot, no good, a little too much air under it. And Carly Bagwell rebounds for Temple. Here come the Lady Tigers. Bagwell hands it off to McCoy. Now they give it over to Nix on the right wing. In some trouble. Carly Bagwell now has it. Shot clock is at 15, and her wild pass is kicked around. Somehow Temple still has possession, but the shot clock's still ticking down. It's 9 seconds now. Nix has it, tries to drive, loses the handle, and Model comes out with it. Sims with the ball. Sims looks for help, pulls up, gives it off to Burkhalter, now back to Sims. Briley Sims gives it to Samples. Her running jumper is no good, and the rebound pulled away by Carly Bagwell. Temple plays some tough defense. They just cannot get comfortable in their offensive sets. They try to feed it inside in the post, and it's stolen away by Briley Sims. Very active defense by Model tonight. Samples now skip past to Burkhalter, now back to Sims. Now Samples is going to fire a three. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound is yanked away by Burkhalter and stolen away right back by Temple. And a loose ball on the floor. Bagwell had it, and a Model player, I think, knocked it out of her hands, and so it will stay Temple basketball. And there's a timeout on the floor by Model. We'll keep it right here and reset. We've played 2.5 minutes of the second quarter here, but no score in the second quarter. It's still 13-8. By the way, we want to mention some of our fantastic sponsors that help us do these productions. Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, Crestview Angus. A lot of great sponsors that help us put this together. And of course, our fantastic crew that does all the heavy lifting for these broadcasts. Carson Holder, Braden Holder, Zane Nicholson, Benton Potts, Director Mike Garrett, and of course our intrepid leader Nathan Patterson. They do a great job technically. I just get to talk about the game. Those guys do tremendous work as Temple triggers the ball in. And they try to get it across half court. Again, Model just playing stifling man-to-man defense, and there's another ball in the lane tipped. And there's a turnaround shot attempt by Janiah Walker, but she got fouled, so she'll go to the line. I believe they called a foul on Javia Samples. And so that will put Janiah Walker at the line. She'll shoot 2 free throws. First one off the rim, no good. She'll get one more. she looks and fires it up, and this one is good. So Temple draws a point closer. It is now 13-9. The Model offense, which was clicking early in this game, has slowed down a little bit. Shinholster is going to bring it up for Model as Coach Sally Eccles calls in play instructions. And she gets bumped a little bit there as she tried to turn the corner by Scotland McCoy. Kind of used her hips to try to force Shinholster out of bounds. It was a little too aggressive, so Burkhalter will inbound the ball to Shinholster. And Model works their half-court set. Hand off to Samples, bounce pass to Burkhalter. Rachel looks inside. Lob pass to Samples, now to Shinholster. Samples feeds it over to Burkhalter. They're trying to find a way to get it in the post to Jada Wells, but they can't, so Samples just drives. That layup's a little too hard, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carly Bagwell, and Temple has the ball. They get it across half court, barely. They almost had another backcourt violation, and now Anna Howell has it. Howell tries to drive, her layup off the glass, good. Wasn't the most conventional looking layup, but it went in. And so Temple has made it a 2-point game, 13-11, as Model works the ball in the post. And Wells' layup is good. She was right under the basket, but Jada Wells did a good job of adjusting her shot. And makes it a 4-point lead again, 15-11, as Model showing some full court pressure. Temple gets it across. Now they feed it inside. Nix now fires a three-pointer from the top of the key. Too hard, no good. Samples grabs the rebound and comes out of the pack with it. Samples drives and lost the handle. I think she tried just to go a little too fast there to turn the corner to get inside the lane and lost the handle, so the ball goes right back to Temple. 2:53 to go here in the half. And Temple having some trouble getting it across the timeline. Now they do. Three-point shot from the left wing is no good by Walker, but Temple keeps the rebound. Nix with it now. They want to go inside, and Walker's shot is good, and she drew a foul. Janiyah Walker right there on the block drew a foul. I believe it was on Jada Wells. And so Walker, and so she will shoot one. The basket's good. So at the 2:34 mark here, Temple has a chance to draw within a point, and they don't. She misses the free throw. So it stays a 2-point game, 15-13. And on the rebound there, Betts got the rebound and got fouled very quickly by Nix. Checking in for Model is Addie Mathis and also Mimi Howard. Shinholster tried to pass, and it was very nicely timed on the steal there by Temple. That was Scotland McCoy, who stole the ball, drove down the floor. Shinholster recovered and committed the foul. So that will put Scotland McCoy at the line at the 2:23 mark. Her first free throw, front of the rim, no good. She'll get one more. Temple looked like they were going to get blown out of this game early, but they've, to their credit, has fought back a little bit. Her second free throw is no good, so it's still 15-13. And Model comes out of the pack with it. Shinholster almost lost the handle, and the ball's loose in the lane. Howard has it and banks it in, good. So Model makes it 17-13. First basket of the game for Howard. Again, Temple has it. Nix fires up a three. Shot is no good. Shinholster grabs the rebound, and she got fouled right when she collected the ball. I believe that was on 23. Yeah, Scotland McCoy. So with 1:56 left, Model will inbound the ball. Shinholster has it. Over to Burkhalter. Shinholster back over to Rachel, looks inside, nothing there, fires up a three, back of the rim, no good. And Temple couldn't get the rebound. They basically just swatted it out of bounds, so it will stay Model basketball. Sims comes back in for Model, and Shinholster will trigger it in. She looks, nothing there, and tried to get it to Howard, but it's swatted out of bounds by McCoy. So the Lady Devils will inbound it again here. Shinholster with it. Back up top to Addie Mathis. Now to Sims, nothing there, back to Mathis. They went in the post to Jada Wells, and as Jada was just basically going to pass the ball back out to the perimeter, she got fouled by, I believe, McKenna Nix drew the foul there. So Model will inbound it under the basket. Shinholster is going to inbound it. Bounce pass stolen by Temple. Lady Tigers have the ball, but it's stolen right back by Howard. And she gets it to Wells. Now they get it to Shinholster, and Model's got a little open court. Shinholster drives. Layup no good. There was some contact, but no whistle. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Model, so it'll be Temple basketball. Thought for a second Model might have a chance at a fast break basket, but Temple recovered nicely on defense. Now here come the Lady Tigers straight up the floor. Layup is good by Howell. I don't know how she had the angle for that, but she got it in there, and it is now a 2-point game, 17-15, as Model gets it in the half court now. Shinholster to Mathis. Mathis looks inside, nothing there. Back to Shinholster. They go inside to Howard, and the pass swatted away, and Temple has it. Howell gives it up, now gets it back. Wants to fire a three, doesn't do it, gives it back to Edge. They go in the post. Somehow Walker kept possession of it. I don't know how. Bagwell now hands it off, and a three-pointer on the wing is no good, and ball will go to Model. Scotland McCoy is the one who shot the three, and it caromed off the rim and bounced out of bounds, so it'll be Model ball here with 27 seconds to go before halftime. Checking in for Model is Georgia Womack, a sophomore. Shinholster brings it across, gets it to Womack. Looks inside, nothing there, back to Shinholster. Clock's at 16. Now they give it to Howard on the baseline, now back to Shinholster. Pulls up, gives it to Mathis. She fires a three. It is in and out, no good. How'd that not go in? Edge gets the rebound, but they wrestle for it. It's going to be a tie-up situation, and their arrow goes to Temple. Addie Mathis, that three-pointer was halfway down, and it came back out. And Jada Wells fought for the rebound with a Temple player, but it was a tie-up. So with 6 seconds to go, Temple could tie it or take the lead. Long lead pass to Edge. She finally corrals it on the right wing in the corner, in some trouble. Fires it, it's tipped away with 1.8 seconds to go, but it'll still be Temple ball. But they've only got a chance here for maybe a catch and shoot. Temple triggers it in the post. Shot is no good. The Temple post player thought she got fouled, Jayla Davis, but I think it was just she mishandled it and didn't take a great shot. And so that'll be the end of the first half as Model got off to a scorching start. But Temple, to their credit, clawed back into it, and it is only a 2-point game, 17-15, as we head to halftime. We will take a 3-minute break and come right back and recap that first half. Thanks for joining us here on Northwest Georgia Media tonight and for this Model basketball doubleheader. We'll take a break, be right back in 3 minutes.
You look exhausted.
Dude, my to-do list got the best of me. I finally sharpened the blade, trimmed the yard, raked the leaves, and then I mowed.
Yeah, me too.
Get out. You're not even breaking a sweat.
I know. My grasshopper trimmed around the yard, power back the leaves, and then mowed. I did all of it without leaving my seat.
I gotta get a grasshopper.
Finish fall cleanup and be ready for winter with a Grasshopper mower.
Here we go again.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
They call it Mow Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access that allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
At Northwest Georgia Media, we're all about capturing the moments that matter to you. From sports to arts, from concerts to business events, we're equipped to share what's happening in your world, live and in high definition. We leverage cutting-edge technology and a knowledgeable crew to see that your most unforgettable events remain just that, unforgettable. Northwest Georgia Media, where the world is your audience.
Home opener tonight. Find themselves in a little bit of a battle here with the Temple Lady Tigers. The Model got off to a great start. I believe it was 7-0. Let me check my notes here real quick. Yeah, it was 7-0. But since that 7-0 run to start the game, Temple's outscored Model 15-10, and they've made it a lot more closer game than it looked early on. Looking at the leading scorers for Temple, number 10, Anna Howell, has 6 points, and 5 points for Janiyah Walker. Those are their two leading scorers. And for Model, Jada Wells came in off the bench and got off to a quick start. She had 6 points, and she leads Model. Samples has 4 points, and Eva Poyer has 2. Milan Howard has 2, and Rachel Burkhalter has that three-pointer. But that's it. The offense dried up a little bit in that second quarter. They only scored 4 points in that second quarter after getting off to that great early start. As we said, Model 4-0 on the year. All road games so far. This is their home opener. As we said, the offense maybe catching up to the defense, because they've played really good defense consistently all year this year, only giving up about 42 points a game. actually holding Temple, if you look at the average, to probably a little bit less than that tonight. But the offense just hasn't been as consistent as they've wanted. 2 or 3, maybe 4 shots tonight have kind of rimmed out for Model, so they could have a little bit bigger lead. Just haven't got the bounce from the rim that they were hoping for. So we'll see how they, what kind of halftime adjustments they make. As we mentioned last year, both these teams won 16 games. Model was 16-11. Temple was 16-13. Both made the state tournament. Temple in Class A, Model in AA. And like we said, they finally got bounced by what turned out to be the eventual state champion, Mount Perrin Christian, in the second round last year. As I see old Jody Quarles here at the gym. He's one of the middle school coaches here at Model. They do have some tremendous basketball knowledge, basketball coaches for years here at Model. Of course, Jody coaching the middle school team. The staff that Sally Eccles has on the bench for the varsity games, Robbie Dooley, Lauren Shields, Courtney Webb, Rachel McFry, all outstanding coaches. And of course, Sean Whittle and Andy Aiken, former coaches at Model, still around the program, still coming to watch and support and help. Andy's down there at the scores table right now. And of course, just a great tradition here at Model with girls basketball in particular over 30 plus years. I think Martha Huffstetler was the coach way back in the 80s, I believe. They started a great run of sending players to college and having some region championship teams and teams that made deep runs into the state tournament. And of course, Andy Aiken was here for a long time, had some great runs with Sally Eccles as one of the players back then in the late 90s. Hazel Hall took over from him, and Hazel had a great run of success as well, taking several teams deep in the state tournament. And of course, as we said, Sean Whittle had some good teams, and Sally Eccles has had some good teams here as well. It's her 18th year. I had to look that up and double check that. Can't believe that she's been here that long. But some great tradition here at Model, and it's always neat to see former Model players come back that you remember seeing when they were playing here for the school, and now they still come back and like to support their alma mater. So great fan support and great tradition here in the world of Model basketball. So Temple's on the court warming up, have been for a couple of minutes. Model's still in the locker room. I'm sure that Sally Eccles is trying to kind of wake them up a little bit. The offense kind of went lethargic there in that second quarter. She's trying to find a spark to get some more baskets as they struggle to score in that second quarter. And so we'll see what adjustments they make when they come out for the third quarter here in a little bit. There's 1 minute left here. Let's take a 1 minute break and then come back for the third quarter of action. You're watching Model High School basketball here on Northwest Georgia Media. All right, back here at Woodard Gymnasium at Model High School. Jeff Gable with you as Model starts the third quarter with the basketball, going left to right this time. And they're going to try to find some offense here and find that spark they had early in the game when they ran off 7 straight to start in the opening minutes. Sims works it over to Poyer. She drives, and her shot off the glass no good. I think somebody from Temple might have deflected it a little bit and got a hand on it. It gets tipped out of bounds by a Temple player, so Model will maintain possession as Burkhalter is going to trigger it in. Looks for Sims, finds it in the lane. She takes a short jumper, off the mark, no good. But Burkhalter grabs the rebound. That gives it over to Samples. Samples skip pass over to Sims. Now they find Burkhalter right on the block. Tries to turn and shoot, and they're going to say it was partially blocked. And I guess, the alternating possession arrow on the jump ball goes to Temple. So the Lady Tigers try to bring the ball up and break the Model pressure, but Model steals it. Briley Sims has it. She's going to bring it right up the floor. Gives it to Poyer, and it is tipped out of bounds by Temple. Carly Bagwell was playing good defense there, but the ball just deflected right off of her out of bounds. So it'll be Model ball. They feed it into August Betts in the lane. Betts hits the floor hard, and she got fouled as she tried to drive. Took about one step, and then somebody kind of hip checked her. Foul is on Walker for Temple, her second, as Burkhalter triggers it in. And they're going to say whistle and a foul on, before the ball was even inbounded, McKenna Nix for Temple draws a foul. I think they said she was holding one of the Model players who was trying to break free. That's her third foul. Burkhalter gets it into Betts. Betts looks to drive, gives it off to Sims. Her shot is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Janiah Walker. And here comes Nix with the ball for Temple. Wants to drive. Off the back of the rim, no good. There's a blocking foul called on Betts. I think that could have been a charge. It's right there in that fine line. I think Betts saw Nix driving and that she was kind of going full speed, and August tried to slide in front of her and draw the foul. But they called the block, so that'll put Nix at the line, and that'll give August Betts her third foul. First free throw is good by Nix. So it is now a 1-point game. And second free throw off the mark, no good. Nix gets the rebound, and it bounced off her foot. It will still be Temple basketball. So Model in a precarious situation here where they only have a 1-point lead. Temple has not led all night. Temple works the ball in the post. Nix turns, jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Poyer. And she's going to give it up to Samples. Samples pass to Burkhalter. Rachel collected that pass a little bit high, did a good job to save it. Now Sims with the ball. Samples at the top. Now to Burkhalter on the left wing. Looks in the post, nothing there. Skip pass to Sims. Now inside to Wells. And they're going to say she was fouled from behind by Walker, I believe. So that's Walker's probably her third foul, maybe. Yeah, so she's got to come out. And Jayla Davis, the freshman, comes back in. 17-16 Model lead, 6:30 to go here, third quarter. Burkhalter triggers it into Sims, who lost the handle. I thought maybe it got knocked out of her hands by Scotland McCoy, but they say that Sims just lost the handle. So Temple, again, inbounds the ball with a chance to take their first lead of the night. She feeds it over to Howell. Almost lost the handle, but collected it. Now gives it to Bagwell. Bagwell to Nix, free throw line. Now gives it off to Howell. She drives, and she gets fouled, I believe, by Jada Wells. I think Jada would have been okay if she hadn't left her feet, but with that jump and the bump, the officials will usually call that, and that's going to put Anna Howell, the sophomore, at the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. And we have a tie game, 17-17. Coach Sally Eccles giving some instructions to Javia Samples. Second free throw is good. And Howell's free throws put Temple up here for the first time, 18-17. Lady Devils need to find some offense here. Haven't scored yet this quarter. Burkhalter looks inside, nothing there. Gives it back to Samples, now back to Burkhalter. Rachel looks inside, skip pass to Sims. Jump shot is good, just inside the three-point line. But a nice jumper by Sims, and it is 19-18. Briley Sims puts Model back in front. There's a blocking foul there called on the drive. Nix was driving. Again, I thought Briley Sims might have been set, but they called the blocking foul. So Temple will inbound the ball. That's Sims' second foul, I believe. Here's Howell, pump fake, drives. Kind of lost the handle, but she got bumped, I believe, by Sims. So she picks up 2 quick fouls. And so that's going to put Howell back at the line, and Howell's going to shoot 2. She was just at the line a moment ago and gave Temple the lead. And first free throw is good. In fact, all of Temple's points this quarter have been on free throws. Julia Shinholster checks in for Sims. Howell's second free throw is good. And so it is 20-19. Temple regains the lead. The feed inside by Shinholster is tipped away, and Temple comes out with the ball. Bagwell gives it to Howell. Howell drives. Her layup is good. Howell has suddenly caught fire here. And she gives Temple a 3-point lead, 22-19. Poyer quickly back on the other end. Lays it up. And it is 22-21, a 1-point game. Shinholster tried to steal it, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see whose ball's it going to be. It's going to be Temple ball, I believe. Yeah, Temple's going to inbound the ball over there in front of their own bench. Scotland McCoy with it. McCoy gives it up to Janiah Walker. Now back to McCoy. McCoy gives it to Nix. Looks to drive. Bumped Samples, and there's a charge there as Samples got set, and Nix just lowered her shoulder and sent Samples flying on the floor, and that's going to be, I believe, the 4th foul called against McKenna Nix. Yeah, Nix comes out. Rachel Burkhalter with it from Model. Drives, lost the handle. Temple comes up with a rebound, loose ball, and here comes Howell. Howell drives for Temple, and that time it's a block called on Samples. I think that was the same play we just saw a moment ago where Nix picked up her foul on the charge. Thought it might have been a similar call there, but it was a bang-bang play, and Samples didn't get the call there, so she picks up the blocking foul, and that'll put Anna Howell back at the line where she's been living lately. It's her 3rd trip to the line this quarter, and her first free throw is good. She's a very good free throw shooter. She is who you don't want to send to the line. Her free throw gives Temple a 2-point lead. And she misses that one. But a loose ball by Walker on the floor. She wrestles for it with Model's Jada Wells. And the arrow is going to go to Model. I think they're having a conversation by looking over there. The foul earlier on Sims, I don't know if they credit it to Sims. The foul was on 21. That's who had the ball and charged into Samples. And now the officials are trying to figure it out. The scoreboard after that foul said Carly Bagwell picked up the foul, but Carly Bagwell did not have the basketball. It was Sims. It was Nix. So McKenna Nix is the one that had the ball, drove into Javiah Samples, who drew the foul. They said it was a charge. Nix immediately was substituted for by the Temple coaching staff. And so now they are trying to sort it out. And I think they'll get it taken care of over there. They got a good veteran bench over there. Andy Aiken, Chad Wheat, and Kristen Bell over there, taking care of everything. So I'm assuming they're going to get it straight there in the books. The situation on the floor right now, Temple has a 2-point lead, 23-21 with 4:33 to go. And the Temple coach, Jake Shirley, is double checking because I think his bookkeeper over there maybe wrote down a different foul than the model scorebook keeper over there. So I think that's what the issue was. But the foul was definitely on Nix. That's who drove the floor. So Model with it now. Samples to Shinholster. And it's stolen away by Temple. And Poyer steals it right back from Model. Gets it back to Shinholster. She goes underneath to Burkhalter, who gets bumped. She waited for the contact. Good play by Rachel, knowing that the defense was coming to try to block that shot, and so Rachel's going to go to the line. Rachel's one of the toughest basketball players we have in this Floyd County area. I like watching her play. Very savvy, very smart. She saw that contact coming, knew that she would go to the line, and she did. She got fouled. She hits the first free throw to make it a one-point game again. Second free throw is good. And we're tied up here again, 23-23. Almost halfway through the third quarter. One of the Temple players hit the deck there. Bagwell, and she's having a little trouble putting some weight on one of her ankles. She's telling the coach, no, I'm fine. She's going to walk it off. She wants to be out there. So Temple inbounds it. Anna Howell has it. Ball popped up at half court, and Samples comes up with it. She drives and lays it up. Nice defensive play and offensive play by Samples, and she gives Model the lead right back, 25-23. Now Rachel Burkhalter tries to steal it, but Temple comes up with the ball again. And a layup there. No, there's a traveling call. She took too many steps. Haley Davis got a lead pass in the lane. Was trying to beat that Model defender to the rim and just took an extra step. So wave off that basket. And Model gets the ball back with a 2-point lead. Clock's at 3:47 here, third quarter. Rachel Burkhalter on the right wing. Back to Julia Shinholster, top of the key. Julia looks inside. Temple's done a good job of preventing a lot of inside passes for Model. Samples takes a baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound fought for by Bagwell. She comes up with it, gives it to McCoy. Now to Howell. Howell gets across half court, covered by Shinholster. That gives it up to McCoy, and that pass is a bad pass, but somehow it stays alive, and Bagwell keeps it for Temple. Now they give it to Davis, but Shinholster steals it. Good alert play by Julia Shinholster, and then she drew the foul. I think that was a frustration foul by Haley Davis, the freshman, who had the ball stolen away and then just reached in on Shinholster, knowing she couldn't get the ball. But that's going to send Shinholster to the line, and Jake Shirley for Temple wants to call a timeout, and he's going to get a timeout. So we'll take a break as well. It's going to be a full timeout as Model has regained the lead, 25-23 with 3:15 to go here, third quarter. We will take a 1-minute break and come right back. You're watching Model High School basketball. Back here at Woodard Gymnasium at Model High School, Jeff Gable with you as the Model Lady Blue Devils, after a lethargic stretch of basketball, have regained the lead 25-23. And Julia Shinholster out of the timeout hits a free throw to increase the lead to 3. Model got off to that quick start, and then the offense second and most of the third quarter struggled a little bit. She misses that second free throw, and Temple comes up with it. And it is a 26-23 lead, and a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Model. Yeah, Poyer picks up the foul. And I think it's a shooting foul situation now. Yeah, it looks like it. So Temple will shoot free throws here in the bonus. They'll have a 1-on-1 opportunity with 3:11 to go here, third quarter. Her first free throw is no good. I thought it was a 1-and-1. Milan Howard comes back in for Poyer. I thought it was a 1-and-1 situation, but she missed that first one and nobody moves, so it must be a two-shot foul situation. She misses that one, and loose ball in the lane. Nobody can come up with it, and finally Temple comes up with it. And Walker lays it up and puts it in for a layup to make it 26-25. Now let's see, there was a whistle. I don't know what that whistle was about. And so Model will inbound it with a 1-point lead here as we get down to 3 minutes left, third quarter. Burkhalter with it. Now back up top to Shinholster. Rachel again, looks inside, nothing there. Back to Julia. Now Samples with the ball to Shinholster. Julia looks inside, wants to drive. Not much there. Keeps possession, gives it up to Howard. Howard gives it to Samples. Samples now looks to drive. Shot clock's at 5. Now Burkhalter has it. Fires to 3. Left wing, no good. Loose ball on the floor is out of bounds off of Model. I believe it'll be Temple basketball. Model ran the shot clock all the way down there. Could not convert. Temple inbounds it. McCoy with the ball, facing some full court pressure. McCoy spins, gets across half court. Now she almost loses the ball. Bagwell has it back to McCoy. Now to Walker. Her shot partially deflected, I believe, by Samples. I think she got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds, so it'll still be Lady Tigers ball with 2:12 to go here in the quarter. Inbound pass to Walker. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Wells. And on the long lead pass there, Rachel Burkhalter gets the layup and I believe drew a foul. Rachel, nice left-handed layup there, and she's going to go to the line. Again, Rachel is a savvy basketball player, and again, laid it up left-handed there to protect the ball from the defender. Went hard to the rim and drew the foul. It is now 28-25, and Burkhalter has a chance to make the lead 4 points here if she can hit the free throw. Free throw is up and perfect, and Rachel converts the three-point play to make it 29-25. And Shinholster, I thought she had the inbounds pass stolen. The Temple player covered it up, and Shinholster smartly just kind of covered her up to create the tie-up situation. And so on the jump ball, alternating possession arrow, Model will take the ball here. Wells gives it up to Samples. Samples looks to drive. Kicked it out to Burkhalter, now back to Shinholster, back to Rachel. Wide open three from the right side wing, no good. Rebounded by Temple. Ball is tipped on the way down the floor. Howard's layup is good. Somehow, Anna Howard got that one to go. I don't know how. But she makes it a 29-27 game. As Howard with the ball, now to Shinholster, back to Burkhalter. Rachel tries to drive, but it's stolen away by McCoy. Good quick hands by Scotland McCoy. Now Samples the other way, drives, and her layup is good. Kind of a Euro step there by Samples, and she makes it 31-27. And there's a blocking foul situation there. Just below, it's hard to see there. Believe it was on Samples. And so that will put for Temple Carly Bagwell at the line. She'll get 2 free throws here at the 112 mark. First one is good. Addie Mathis checks back in for Model, as does Briley Sims and also Janiah Caldwell. As Bagwell will get one more free throw. And the second shot is up, no good. Loose ball tipped up and grabbed by Milan Howard. And I think she'll go to the line. That's 31-28. And we'll just go to the other end. And Milan Howard, the junior, will go to the line. The offense has picked up a little bit here in the third quarter for both teams, but a lot of it is free throws. That free throw is off to the left, no good. She will get one more. Second free throw off the rim to the right, no good. So she missed both of them, and it stays a three-point game. And here comes Temple as Howard brings it across half court. Trying to direct traffic and set the offense. Model in a tight man-to-man defense. The bounce pass in the lane is stolen away by Model, and Abby Mathis comes up with it. Good steal there by Janiah Caldwell. Back the other way comes Mathis. She looks, feeds it off to Caldwell. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Bagwell. And she gets it to Anna Howell. Howell gets across half court and tried to get it to McCoy, who just took her eyes off the ball, went right through her hands. And the ball goes back to Model. .33 seconds left here, third quarter. And Abby Mathis has it for Model. Now to Samples. Back up to Briley Sims. Clock's at 20. Model just playing for the last shot here. Bounce pass inside as Howard spins. Now kicks it out to Mathis. Now back to Samples. Clock is now at 9 seconds. Samples drives. Gives it over. There's a long shot. Banked three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Sims. She feeds it to Mathis. Her baseline jumper is no good, and that will be the end of the quarter. And so Model regains the lead after losing it there briefly in the third quarter. And the Lady Blue Devils have a 31-28 lead here after 3 quarters. We will take a 1-minute break and come right back. You're watching Model High School basketball.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access? That allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
They call it Mo Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mo Day.
Back here at Woodard Gymnasium, Jeff Gable with you courtside as Temple will inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter, and immediately a foul called on the inbounds pass. Jada Wells was covering Janiah Walker, and they're going to say bumped her right when the inbounds pass came in, so that'll put Walker at the line, I believe. Nope, it's going to be on the floor. Everybody was lining up at the free throw line, but it's on the floor, so Temple will inbound it again. They get it to Nix, who's back in the game. Howell has it, drives, her shot kind of wild off the glass, no good, and a tie-up situation, and the arrow favors Model, so the Lady Devils will get the ball back. Shinholster on the floor along with Burkhalter, Samples, Poyer, and Wells. As Model works the ball around the perimeter here. A skip pass to Burkhalter is stolen by Bagwell. She drives, bumps right into Shinholster, but it was a foul, and it will put Bagwell at the line. Shinholster, I think, was just trying to prevent an easy layup and knew she was going to draw contact there, and that puts Carly Bagwell, the junior, at the line. First free throw is good. And it is 31-29. Second free throw up. And that one misses, and Poyer gets the rebound. So it is a 2-point lead, and Model turns the ball over. A little bit of sloppy play here by the Lady Devils, and Temple will get the ball right back, down 2. McCoy, skip pass to Bagwell. Bagwell now drives, tries to bounce pass underneath to Howell. Her shot's partially blocked, and Shinholster comes out with a rebound. Model's on the run. 3-on-1 break. Shinholster over to Poyer, and the layup is good. Nice break by Model, and Shinholster passes it to Poyer, who gets the layup and makes it a 4-point game. With 7:13 to go here. 33-29, Model leads. Temple inbounds the ball. Model again with that full court pressure that's kind of frustrated Temple all night. They haven't got much to work in their half-court offense. They've had some fast breaks like this and some offensive rebounds that they've scored off of, but not much from half court. Samples gets the steal for the Lady Devils. They pass inside to Wells in the lane. Turn around, off the glass, no good. Poyer gets the rebound, puts it up, can't score, but she'll go to the line. Eva Poyer, the sophomore pointer. And Pointer will shoot 2 free throws. Just over a minute into the fourth quarter, Model has a 4-point lead, trying to build on it. That free throw, no good. She'll get one more. Pointer and Wells are really the post presence that Model has right now. August Betts is on the bench in foul trouble. Second free throw, no good. Rebound grabbed by Bagwell. Temple with the ball. Howell has it. Wanted to bounce pass inside, but they're going to say there's a foul, I believe, on Temple. Yeah, in the post. Jayla Davis kind of shoved her defender out of the way to try to get position. So it's a turnover. We'll give the ball to Model here with 6:42 to go in the game. Model with a 4-point lead, 33-29. Pointer takes a jumper from the free throw line, no good, rims out, and Nix comes out with it for Temple. Drives down the floor, right down the lane, tried to tip it to a teammate, and Davis turned around, and turnaround jumper drew the foul. I don't think she was really trying to shoot it necessarily. Jayla Davis, she just caught the ball in one motion, turned around, but the Model defender was right there, had her arms outstretched, and drew the foul. So Davis will go to the line. First free throw off the rim, no good. And Betts comes back in. She's had to sit for a few minutes with, I believe she's got 3 fouls. It might be 4, but she comes back in the game. Davis's second free throw, no good, and Betts gets the rebound. Temple's had a chance here to cut into the lead, and they just can't do it. Pointer with the ball in the post, gives it back out to Samples. Now to Betts, feeds it to Burkhalter. Now back up top to Shinholster. Back to Rachel on the left side. Julia with it. Nice pass inside the post to Betts. Back out to Burkhalter. Fires a three from the left wing. Off the mark, no good. But Pointer gets the rebound and lays it up. A good alert play by Eva Pointer. And it is 35-29. And driving down the floor is Howell and drew a foul. There's a reach in there, either on Samples or Pointer. I can't tell who they called it on. Model Shinholzer is going to come out of the game, and Briley Sims checks back in. Also, Eva Pointer comes out of the game. She's had a good second half here. Had some clutch baskets for Model, helped build this 6-point lead. Nix has the ball for Temple. Dribbled behind her back. Now over to Howell, fires a three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball taken away by Shinholster, and Julie's on the run, drives, looks, and somehow got that to go. Kind of an over-the-head layup. Julia Shinholster. That basket gets the crowd on its feet a little bit. It's 37-29, an 8-point lead. Nix with the ball for Temple. Tries to make a move on Burkhalter, can't really do it, can't shake her. Pulls up for a jumper and hits it anyway. Nice play by McKenna Nix, and her jumper makes it 37-31. In the post, Betts has it now to Burkhalter. Rachel drives, tries to go up, and drew a foul. Burkhalter went right into the teeth of that defense, kind of holding her ribs there a little bit, I think. Are they going to say it was a shooting foul? I guess not. I guess they're just going to say it was on the floor. And so Model will inbound the ball. Shinholster is going to trigger it in. Gives it out to Samples. Now to Sims. She drives, pulls up for the baseline jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, and they fight for it, and it is going to be Temple basketball. Actually, it was a good play by Temple's Haley Davis, who kind of prevented Sims from getting to her own rebound. And that ball just bounced out of bounds. So Temple gets possession. 6-point lead for Model. They give it to Bagwell. Her long lead pass is stolen away by August Betts. Sims Nix has it for Temple. And Betts blocks that shot. Couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds. Yeah, they did. They're going to say it went off of Nix before Betts grabbed it. So Model basketball here with 4:41 to go. The Temple fans don't agree, but Model has the ball here in a 6-point lead. Walker comes in for Temple, replacing McKenna Nix. And Shinholzer brings it up the court for Model. Now to Sample. Sample wants to drive, kicks it out to Sims. Sims to Burkhalter, now to Shinholster, who drives, pulls up for the jumper, no good. Betts couldn't quite get the rebound. Went off her fingertips, I think, so it'll be Temple ball. .421 to go. Model still has a 6-point lead, 37-31. Bagwell with the ball, and they're going to say Shinholster, I guess, gave her a hand check as she was bringing it up the court. And are we in a shooting foul situation? Yes, so it'll be a shooting foul situation here. And it's going to put Bagwell at the line. Carly Bagwell, the junior. Bagwell's first shot off the rim, no good. And she will get one more. Second free throw, no good, and August Betts gets the rebound. So Temple can't take advantage of the situation. And Model gets the ball back with a lead and 4 minutes to go. Shinholster with it. Now to Samples, into Betts, top of the key. Outside to Burkhalter, fakes the pass, drives instead. Her shot is no good. Loose ball in the lane is taken away by Temple. They're on the run. Howell drives. Shot is partially blocked, I think, but Walker gets the offensive rebound and can't get the shot to fall. Loose ball is taken away by Samples, and she gets fouled. So it'll be a 2-shot foul that will send Shavia Samples to the line. 3:43 to go. Feels like Mottle's just kind of trying to hold off a Temple run here. Lady Tigers trying to run every time they get the ball, but Mottle's defense has thwarted them for the most part. Samples' first free throw is good. It makes it 38-31, a 7-point lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Kind of reset the situation. Mottle had the early lead in the game, and then Temple took the lead in the third quarter. Had it briefly, though. And Mottle's come back to regain the lead and a little bit of the momentum here in the fourth quarter. Temple's just missed a lot of bunny shots, missed a lot of free throw opportunities. They just haven't been very effective offensively. And Mottle's done what they can to hold them off. And one of Mottle's better players, August Betts, got in some foul trouble and was on the bench for quite a while there in the second half. Coming up after this one is the boys' game between Temple and Mottle. The Temple boys in the Class A polls, I believe, is ranked number 6. And Mottle off to an 0-2 start this year, but the Blue Devils have played a couple of good teams to start out the season, and they really just recently got their football players back about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So 3:43 left here as Samples goes to the free throw line. And she'll get a couple of shots. Or the second shot, rather, and she hits that one. She took the first one before the timeout was called there. So it is 40-31. Foul called on Shinholster, and so that will put Temple at the line. That's going to be Anna Howell, who's been one of their better free throw shooters. Okay, they corrected the scoreboard. It showed 40-31, but it's 39-31. That's what I thought it should be. As the first free throw by Howell is good. She's a good free throw shooter, and she drains that one. Bring Temple a little closer, but time's running out on him. There's only 3:42 left in the game. Second free throw rims out no good. Samples grabs the rebound, kind of one-handed there. And Mottle brings it up. Rachel Burkhalter has it. Kicks it out to Shinholster, now to Samples. They go into Betts at the free throw line. She drives, left-handed layup, good. Nice drive by August Betts. And it's 41-32, a 9-point lead for Mottle. They've stretched it out a little bit here. I believe this is their biggest lead of the game. Three-pointer by McCoy in the corner is good. That's her first long-distance shot, and Scotland McCoy hits a three-pointer. And that makes it 41-35, and Betts drives again. August Betts doing a great job of getting her offense going here. And that makes it 43-35. Leads at 8. McCoy hands it off to Bagwell. Bagwell skip past to Howell. They look in the post, get it to Walker. She turns, shoots it, misses, no good. Davis misses the rebound, and Betts comes up with the rebound. And here comes Mottle. Burkhalter with it. Out to Shinholster. Clock's at 2:28. Mottle kind of reasserting the momentum here as Samples fires a three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good, but Beth gets the rebound, gives it right back to Samples, and her shot in the lane is good. Nice teamwork there by Mottle. And it is 45-35, a double-digit lead. We're at 10 now. Clock's at 2:05. That ball is tipped away and stolen by Burkhalter. Bagwell didn't know where it was. Burkhalter steals it and lays it up. And Model kind of pulling away here in the late moments of this one. It's 47-35, a 12-point lead. Temple actually had a small lead in the third quarter, but Model has come all the way back and taking control as Walker in the lane tried to shoot it, and looks like they called Briley Sims for the foul. That's going to put Janiah Walker at the line. Briley didn't think she did commit the foul. She thinks she got all ball there by her reaction, but she got whistled for the foul. Walker goes to the line but can't convert the first one. She will get one more. Model's gone on a 6-0 run here late. Second free throw is off the mark, no good. Rebound quickly grabbed and a shot put up by Haley Davis. Good alert play by her, and she'll go to the line, and she will shoot two. Burkhalter gets called for the foul. And first foul shot by Davis is good. Makes it 47-36. She will get one more. Model coming up next week will have Fannin County and Murray County, as that free throw is good as well. Makes it 47-37. Temple calls a timeout. Coach Shirley wants to talk to his team, see if they can get some kind of spark here in the last 90 seconds. Again, looking back at the third quarter notes, Temple actually had a lead in this one in that third quarter, 22-19, 3-point lead. And then Model had regained the lead by the end of the third quarter, 31-28. And they've steadily pulled away here in the fourth. And it's been in team effort. August Betts has had some big buckets. Javius Samples has made some good defensive plays. And of course, Rachel Burkhalter and Julie Shinholster kind of running the point here as the guard positions have done a good job of kind of controlling the pace of play. That ball gets kicked around and Davis comes up with it for Temple right at half court. Bagwell fires it to Howell. Thought about a three, didn't do it. Gives it to Bagwell. She does take a three and hits it. Nice long distance shot by Bagwell. And makes it 47-40. Back the other way comes Sims. She drives for the layup. Hit the deck, got fouled. Kind of took a hard shot there, but she will go to the line, I believe. Or are they going to say it was just a blocked shot and no foul? I guess that's what they called, because Shinholzer's inbounding the ball. And Sally Eccles calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Minute 12 left in this one. Model leads by 7. Back in 1 minute. You're watching Model High School basketball.
Access that allows me to follow my passion.
Back here at Woodard Gymnasium, Jeff Gable with you courtside as the Model Lady Blue Devils have almost put the wraps on this one. They lead by 7, minute 12 left over the Temple Lady Tigers. They kind of seized the momentum back there in this fourth quarter, but still have a little bit of work to do to make sure they put this one away. Shinholster is going to inbound it for Model under their own basket here. Looked for somebody open, nobody's there. Gives it to Burkhalter, and they're going to say a 5-second violation. Thought Julia let it go right at the last second, but they're going to say nope, 5-second count. And so Temple will inbound the ball. And I see an official pointing to the other end. Is it a clock situation? I guess, I don't know why they're resetting it, but Temple's inbounding the ball here. And with a minute to go now, Temple down 7. They're going to try to get back in it here as Bagwell's drive is stolen away by Sims. Briley Sims comes out with the ball. Lead pass to Shinholster, and Julia wisely pulls it out. Back to Sims, now to Samples. Model can burn some time here with a 7-point lead. Shinholster with the ball. Bounce pass to Samples, now to Sims. Back to Samples. Coach Shirley's telling Temple to foul, and they finally do foul Julia Shinholster right in the blue M at midcourt. McCoy just gave Julia a little friendly shove. Didn't really want to foul her hard, but Coach was telling the players foul. The only way to get back in it is save some time and hope Model misses some free throws. So Shinholster at the line with 35.7 to go, and she hits the first free throw. Makes it 48-40. One more by her can build a 9-point lead. And misses it, so it's still 8, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Model. It'll be Temple ball. So it's 48-40, 34.5 seconds left. Temple may have to resort to chucking up some three-pointers here to get back in it. As Bagwell has it, they go in the post. Walker has it. Her shot is partially blocked. Out of bounds, it'll stay Temple ball, but the clock's now at 23.9. So I believe the Lady Devils will be able to wrap this one up and stay undefeated if they can hold on here for a couple more possessions. McKinley Edge comes in for the Lady Tigers. That triggered into Howell. She puts up a 3, no good. Betts gets the rebound, gives it to Shinholster. Shinholster, long lead pass is tipped out of bounds by Bagwell. She was trying to get it to Rachel Burkhalter, who was breaking open. Haley Davis checked back in for Temple. Model's got Sims, Betts, Samples, Shinholster, and Burkhalter on the floor for these final 16 seconds. It triggered into Shinholster, who gets grabbed by Howell. And Julie will go to the line and should be able to wrap this one up here with 15.1 on the clock. First free throw is up and front of the rim, no good. She will get one more. Second free throw coming up. And it is no good. But Sims gets the rebounding right back to Julia. And she'll get fouled one more time by Howell. So now with 11 seconds. Fannin County comes in here on Tuesday, and then Murray County next Friday. Those are Region 7AA games for Model. As Shinholster misses the first one here. And the second one rims out, no good. Sims thought she had the rebound, finally does. Nope, Temple comes away with it, tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to Temple with 5.5 seconds to go. So unless Temple has an 8-point play in their playbook somewhere, this one should be all but over here in a couple of moments. And the Model Lady Blue Devils, as Temple inbounds it, Howell drives up. Edge takes one last three-pointer. It is off the mark, no good. And it is a win for the Model Lady Blue Devils, 48-40. They stay undefeated on the year at 5-0. I know that Coach Sally Eccles and her staff saw some things they definitely want to improve on. The defense is still stout. They've been holding teams to 42 points a game this year. They held Temple to just 40 and really made it difficult for the Lady Tigers to get in a half-court offensive set rhythm. But offensively, I know Coach Eccles wants to work on being a little bit more efficient and putting some more points on the scoreboard. They trailed briefly there in the third quarter, down by 3, but Model had a big run there in the late third quarter, early fourth quarter to secure the win at 48-40. So that'll do it as Model improves to 5-0. Your Lady Devils are still undefeated, and they will host Fannin County here on Tuesday night back here at Woodard Gymnasium. So as the girl teams head off the floor, the boys team's getting ready to come on the court and warm up. We'll have the boys action between the Temple Tigers and the Model Blue Devils in just a few minutes. These teams are warming up. There's 15 minutes on the clock as they head out to the court for their pregame routine. And we will take a break, and we'll be back shortly with the Model and Temple boys game starting in just a few minutes. Once again, your final score from Woodard Gymnasium from the girls portion of our doubleheader tonight: Model 48, Temple 40. We'll be back shortly for the Devils and the Temple Tigers. You're watching Model High School basketball.